Paused 3 consecutive turnovers. Kevin Combs up the middle. Daylight to the 10, the 5. They're still got the tackle. What a trooper. Bill Howe throws it to the near side. Gary Dent, he's got big daylight to the 35, near side 30, the 25, the 20, the 15. Get him into the red zone. Marquise Armstrong saying, screw the red zone. I'm going for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Bandits, he'll come out to the near side, spin move. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, down the 50, near side 40. 3 men chasing him. Hey, I'm walking here. Hello, everybody, and welcome here inside of Perez Sports Network. It is the BWFA on PSN, the best sports on the best network. Today's game is a cross-city rivalry between the Brooklyn Bandits and the Bronx Spartans. Glad to have you all with us on PSN. Kickoff, and we are underway. The Spartans kick it back up to the Bandits. Ron Paul back to return the kick. He'll get up. He'll change directions to the 20. He'll get taken down. 11-yard pickup return. I did not say that right. Arenas looking to pass it over the middle. Ron Paul, and he'll be brought down. Also, a noticeable change here. Brooklyn wearing some new uniforms compared to last year because for some reason they think new uniforms means that they'll be good at football. Claude Johnston on the spin, and he'll get a 19-yard pickup on the play for the first down. Arenas will give it back up to Trevon Rogan, one of the top running backs of last season. He'll not get very much there. 3-yard loss. Arenas drops back to throw on the logo. He'll go over the middle to Fredo Quinn. 7-yard pickup on the play for the Bandits. And now Arenas will look back to throw midfield. He'll sling the ball, and Ron Paul for the catch. And a big first down, 21-yard reception. Arenas will look to throw again, and I don't know where thought he was throwing that one to. 2nd and 10. Arenas back to throw again. He'll look to the near side. Fredo Quinn spins out of it. He's got daylight, and he'll get stopped just short of the 5. First down and goal. Arenas looks again to the far side. Trevon Rogan. Another loss. I think he's sitting at -5 at this point in the game. Arenas back to throw again. He is going to just throw to just a blade of blue grass on that one. 3rd and goal. Arenas back to throw again. 2-on-1. Spins out of it, and he will not get out of that one on the 4th attempt. I think he spun out of 3 sack attempts, but they're going to try to get this one up and in. And Penn Bateman is going to sink the field goal here. 3-0. Bandits on top here over the Spartans. Gary Dent runs it out to the far side. He'll get stopped to the 25 for a 7-yard pickup. Somehow less than the Bandits' return on that last kickoff. Travis Rogan looking to the near side. Wonder if he's related to Trevon Rogan. Doesn't get anywhere on that run. 2nd and 10. And drawing back to throw is Bill Howe. That is going to be way incomplete. Just didn't know where he was throwing. Despite having the visionary card, it looked like he was throwing blind. Bill Howe near side to Travis Rogan. He'll get a pickup of 1. 4th and 9 coming up. They're going to get ready to punt it away. So Bronx's first offensive drive stalls here. Bronx will kick this one to the near side. Fredo Quinn gets stopped at the 25. And already through the first quarter of this one, 3-0. It is a soccer score to begin the second quarter. Barney Arenas to the far side, and Rogan, who has just had a rotten day running, he is going to get stopped for a 3-yard loss. I'm thinking he's at -8 by now. Arenas selects to throw to Rogan. Well, he can't run, but he sure as hell can catch. 3rd and 6 coming up as they will gain, I think, 6 on the play. Arenas dropping back to throw. He'll look to the middle. First down and more. Ron Paul, who's been a superstar all day. He'll get it out to the 50-yard line. First down, Bandits. Arenas hands it off to Trevon Rogan. Big mistake, but somehow he gets positive yards. He'll pick up 6 on that one, his first positive rush of the night. Arenas looking. Oh, Rogan, where did that spin come from? Unfortunately stuffed at the 44-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Arenas looks to hand it off to Trevon Rogan again. Well, I guess he just had to get his legs warmed up a little bit, but he got the yards that he needed. However, just a little bit short, 4th and 1. Penn will pick this one back up to Gary Dent, and he'll be brought down to about the 14. Second drive here for the Spartans. Gives it up to Travis Rogan. I guess if your last name is Rogan, I guess you lose all talent at the running back position. Hal looks to throw to the near side. Kevin Brown John spun out of one and maybe I think out of two. He'll pick up the Bronx Spartan first down. After a 3-and-out in that last drive, Bronx looking to charge downfield. Pass is incomplete. And so far this game has been the battle of mid. Drawing back to throw, it's Bill Howe to the far side to Travis Rogan. If you would have told me that this was Giants versus Jets, I would have believed you. Bill Howe looking over the middle. This is going to be Marquise Armstrong. And that is going to bring up a first down for the Spartans. Barely any movement. I don't think we've seen any of these teams cross midfield. Over the middle to Marquise Armstrong. He'll break out one. Actually, that's a lie. Bandits actually got down inside the 5 on their first drive, but haven't really done much with it since. Looking back to throw, and a big sack there. The D-line just came through. Offensive line decided to go on strike on that play. 2nd and 16. Howe drops back to throw. He'll go over the middle, over to Armstrong. Marquise Armstrong, remember seeing him a little bit last season, a really talented player. Kick is up. This is a long one. And it goes through, a 53-yard kick. It still has nothing on Sung Jin Kim's kick from last season, but still a very impressive kick, and it ties up at 3 to end the half. Marquise Armstrong back to return to start the third quarter. He'll spin out of it, and a fumble. He coughs it up, and okay, big win. That was a bit of a weird one. I think it might have went out of bounds. Bronx is going to keep the ball, though. It looks like Travis Rogan will run to the near side, making it look easy as he'll pick up 9 on that play. We got doubles here in the backfield. Hal trying to get out of there, but 6-yard loss on the play. His offensive line should be charged with attempted murder. Bill Howe looking over the middle. That is going to be deflected. The defender bats it down, but not with his hands. And this is going to force Bronx to punt again. This is their second time now punting. And they'll give this one back up to the 5-yard line. Fred O'Quinn to the near side. Props to the Bronx Spartan special teams here. They've done a fantastic job containing those returns. Barney Arenas looking over the far side, wide open. Ron Paul basically naked, and he'll get over to the other side of midfield. Spins out of 2. The 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's stopped about the 7-yard line. A 75-yard reception for the Brooklyn first down. Barney Arenas looks to the far side. Trevon Rogan spins out of it. Finally, touchdown Bandits. And for the first time all game, we have a score that is not a field goal. This one is up, and the conversion is good for the Bandits. I think player of the game today should go to the kicker. He's the only one that seems to have any sort of talent on this team. Marquise Armstrong runs it out to the far side, brings up the, I think this is now the 4th drive here for the Spartans. Bill Howe looks over the middle, and his receiver able to grab it. Gary Dent on the reception. And we've seen his name a lot here today in this game. He's done a lot for the Spartans on the... Oh, and there goes Dent again. Gary Dent, the GOAT. He'll get to the 23 before he gets getting taken down for the first down. Bronx knocking on the door of the tying touchdown, potentially. Well, not as their offensive line has anything to say with it. Bill Howe about to have some hospital bills here at the end of this one. And I heard healthcare in New York isn't cheap. And he doinks it off the helmet of his receiver. Now bring up 3rd and 16. Good news for the Spartans, though. They will be in field goal range, a 9-yard pickup as he just runs out of bounds. That is going to bring up a field goal. Bill Howe on the holder. The kick is good. No good. Okay, that angle was a little weird, but field goal is no good. Spartans will not even get the consolation 3 points there. Barney Arenas hands it off to Trevon Rogan, who is back to his ways here, it looks like. And it looks like Barney Arenas over the far side, and Trevon Rogan coughs it up. Franklin Kemp on the pickup, and automatically the Spartans in the red zone, and that's going to end the third quarter. Final quarter here in the Battle of the St. Johns River. And back behind the line of scrimmage, Gary Dent gets the catch, a 10-yard pickup at 2nd and inches. They had to bring out the measuring tape for that one. And looks like it'll be a Travis Rogan run, and I think both the Rogans have sucked today, but I think Trevon Rogan's been the better running back today. Travis Rogan to the near side. He gets swallowed for a 1-yard loss. And looks like Bronx is going to have to. Why are they settling for a field goal in this situation? Kick is up, and it is good, as Mark Dreyfus will get the kick from basically a chip shot. They'll try the onside kick. Guess what? That didn't work. Trevon Rogan will go to the far side, and very small gain on the play. And Bronx has to try to get this ball back any way they can. Barney Arenas goes to the near side. Ron Paul will pick up the first down. And Ron Paul has been the MVP so far today. Arenas looks over to Claude Johnston. He'll spin out of 2. He'll get to the 10, the 5, and he'll be brought down about the 7-yard line. First down, Bandits. If they get this touchdown, that will seal the game here. Arenas looks over Claude Johnston, and he'll get stopped just short of the line. 2nd and goal coming up here for the for the Bandits. Arenas gives it up to Trevon Rogan, and what do you expect? He's going to get a 3-yard loss on the play, just as he has done all day. The run game has sucked for both teams. Barney Arenas looking to the far side, and that's not even going to save him. Noodle arms there, as they're going to have to settle for the field goal. So that means Bronx has still got a big chance to win this game, as Penn Bateman will make his 2nd field goal of the day. He's perfect on the day with 2 field goals. Kick is back, and this is Gary Dent with it. Dent spins out of it. He's got daylight. He's got it to the far side, 40, 45, and just stopped at about the 45 for a gain of 30 plus on that one. 3:54 to go. Still a realistic shot to win this game. Bill Howe up to the far side. Marquise Armstrong with a big catch. He'll run out of bounds. 21-yard pickup for the Spartan. First down. There's a real chance that this could go into overtime. This one up to the far side. Armstrong with another catch. Timeout called by the Spartans. 2:46 to go in the game. Drops back to throw. Bill Howe over the middle. And again, guess who it is? Marquise Armstrong. 3rd straight reception for this young man. 2-minute warning here in the 4th. Howe drops back to throw, and he's sacked. They're going to have to burn a timeout. And it is touchdown or bust for the Bronx Spartans. Howe back to throw, lets it go in time. Armstrong tries to get to the far sideline, but he can't get there, and Bronx will have to use their final timeout. Howe back to throw, and tries to go for the end zone, incomplete. 2nd and goal, still plenty of time to go. If they throw a pick, it's over. Bill Howe looks to the middle. Marquise Armstrong, touchdown, Bronx. And they are able to get it, and they're going to go for one. They're going to play it safe. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're heading into overtime. Now, don't speak too soon. The Brooklyn Bandits could still run it back for a touchdown, but with how the Bronx special teams has been this game, I don't see that very likely. Ron Paul back to return, and he'll get swallowed up for only a measly 7-yard return. This should be the last play of regulation. We're heading into overtime. Barney Arenas back to throw. He'll look over the middle to Ron Paul, and that's the end of regulation. We're heading into overtime. It's tied 13-13. And let's take a look at the coin toss here. I think Brooklyn got the lucky side of the coin there. They'll be back to return. Ron Paul going to try it again. His run ended regulation. He'll spin out of it. He's got room, and he'll go to only to about the 35. That's the first big blunder that Bronx has had on special teams tonight. 1st and 10 coming up here in overtime. Barney Arenas looks to the near side. Claude Johnston on the catch. He'll brings up 2nd and 10. This is primetime madness here in New York. Pass is incomplete. The Bandits just struggling here. And it's all going to come down to this here in the Battle of the St. Johns River. Goes over to the near side. It's caught by Fred O'Quinn. And a big first down for the Brooklyn Bandits. And they're in field goal range. They're going to try for the field goal. The kick is up, and it is not even. Oh, it's in. Penn Bateman with the winning field goal, and the Bandits will win 16-13 here in the Battle of the St. Johns. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Perez Sports Network, an overtime thriller between the Brooklyn Bandits and the Bronx Spartans, the two teams representing the Big Apple. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, and you know there'll be a next time, have a good one. Bandits beat the Spartans 16-13.
Mano going crazy again.